Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and otherwise, what's up? My name is Devious, and welcome to. I'm not really sure what to call this. Usually, I have gameplay going on. Um, I just saw this come up on my guild's Discord, and I wanted to take a moment to address it because I was fairly positive in my 30-hour thoughts video on New World, and obviously, there's a delay, but I'm going to read through the message and just sort of give my thoughts on this in general. And I know this is extremely spur of the moment. This is just straight up knee jerk. Oh hey, I could get a video out of this. But also, I just want to give my thoughts on what is happening here and with New World in general. So let's just read through this. And in the background, I will try and have some New World gameplay going. Anywho, we are humbled by the support New World received from players around the world throughout closed beta, which is it was a fairly positive response, especially in comparison to previous tests, as I understand. I didn't participate in the other ones, but this one, it was a good experience. During beta, more than 1 million adventurers played more than 16 million total hours. Thanks to your support, New World became one of the most watched games on Twitch and one of the most played games on Steam. The passion and enthusiasm you've shown for New World validates the work we've put in over the past year, improving the game based on your feedback. Again, that is, as far as I understand it, quite true. It's been a fairly positive evolution, and the community seems to be very enthusiastic about the changes. As far as I know, obviously there's still a lot of bugs to work out, and we'll get to that. Along the way, you've also given us a ton of feedback that we'll use to make New World even better. I submitted more than a few myself. We want New World's launch to be smooth and fun experience for all players, and that means making some improvements based on what you encountered during closed beta. So we're going to take a few extra weeks to smash bugs, improve stability, and polish the game. New World's new global launch date is September 28th, 2021. So, if I remember correctly, the initial launch date was August 30th or August 31st. So they're pushing it back a month, roughly. And I think that this is a good thing. I think that the general consensus was, especially with many of the more vocal and critical streamers and YouTube personalities, that this is kind of needed. 1 month wasn't enough to break all of the stuff that was, or to fix all of the stuff that was already broken. Case in point, I'm a little concerned that there's no mention of game balance in here, because let's be honest, the Great Axe is straight up busted. The musket is fairly strong, and from what I hear, the spear has its moments, but the weapon balance is a little in question at the moment. The AI still needs some work. I can rack that up to and polish the game, though. That seems like a pretty good coverall for all of that. So hopefully they're working on it. If they are actually using this extra time to work on the game, to polish it out and make it smoother, and maybe improve the AI a little bit, get it to be a little bit more adaptable, maybe throw a couple other little things in there. I understand that the actual world space is going to be doubling. Like, we've had 10 areas that we can go and explore and fight around, and supposedly there's going to be 10 more. I could be wrong on my numbers, but there's been some circulation in the guild about that. Let's actually finish this up, and I'll get to the end. This is not an easy decision to make. Wouldn't be me a video if I could in English. I even fucked that up. We know this isn't the first time we've changed our launch date in pursuit of quality, and that it can be disappointing to wait a bit longer. But we want to be sure we deliver you to the highest quality game possible at launch. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for your support and feedback. We're listening. We'll see you in Eternum. So, first and foremost, this is Amazon. This is a massive company. So There's a lot of corpo speak in here, and I understand why. However, I believe that this is an extremely positive reaction from them based on the feedback during the beta. This is a good move from them. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done to the game. There was a whole bunch of jitter that we had going on. I kept having issues where I would experience lag that just would not stop and appeared to disconnect from the server, but it wouldn't actually disconnect me. So my server response time went from like a few milliseconds all the way up to a couple of minutes if I just let it sit there, and it just kept going and going and going. So there are definitely still some technical issues and bugs that needs to be smashed out. Improve stability. Those are kind of my two biggest ones because the game itself is entertaining at the moment, and I think they've kind of nailed that feel and polished the game, which is exactly what needs to happen. They have a bunch of rough edges that they need to file out and polish up, and I think this is a really positive move from them. This is a good thing that they are doing. Whether or not they follow through with this, that is a bit of a different beast entirely. I'm not going to say that Amazon is going to choke on this, because I'm not going to be that petty of a person to say, oh, herp dirt big company, if you go Bert, they're going to fuck up the game because they just care about money, haha. No, this is a multi-trillion-dollar company. The freaking CEO went to space on a whim, for feck's sake. But I do question whether or not they are actually in tune with what the players want. And I'm skeptical. I'm always skeptical of games that overpromise and underdeliver. And this goes all the way back to when No Man's Sky was a thing. They absolutely scorched people. And so I am understandably paranoid about future games that promise so much. So what all of this boils down to is I can't say I'm terribly happy about the delay. Like, there's that reptilian part of my brain that just says, want to play New World, want to go smash people with great axe. But the other side of it, the logic prevailing, is this is a needed step. And I think because of this delay, we are going to get a better game as an end result. So it's nice to see. It's nice to see that Amazon is not immediately diving for the quick release, for the quick buck. This is a hint, now not a promise, this is a hint that they are going to be focusing on the long term, and that is a good sign for anyone who wants to play this game for any length of time. Myself included, obviously. So props to them for making this move. Well done. It was a good thing. And as you can see in the comments, there's quite a bit of support going on. Except for this guy. This guy is just he's having an existential crisis down there. But okay, yeah, there's a couple of it seems to be that people are just kind of being funny about it. But yeah. I think most people know that this is a good step. This is something that should happen because they do have a lot of stuff that they need to file out. So, yeah, well done on their part. I'm going to try and follow the game and see what happens soonish. But as for right now, I am content to wait an extra few weeks for a better product. And I would like to see them do another small beta test to kind of iron out some of those details just to make sure everything's working, but I know that's not really practical, so, yeah, wishful thinking. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the New World delay. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have anything to discuss, by all means, drop it in the comments below, or feel free to hop into my Discord. There's a link down below. By all means, hop in, ask me as many questions as you like. I do enjoy talking to people most times. Sometimes my social battery just dies, and sorry about that when it happens, but hey. If you guys would like to keep up with my coverage, I guess, or my playing of New World, by all means, kick that subscribe button, roundhouse the bell next to it, so YouTube's empire remembers to tell the almighty algorithm fan that I exist whenever I upload, like, comment, etc., blah, blah, blah. We've already been through this. You have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all next round.